It's the third edition of Top 5 Moments here on the Mayans MC Season 5. Do you hear the rain? And we have got not the greatest episode of all time. Personally, I thought it was pretty poor. But you know what? If there was one thing it had, it was returns. And I feel like returns will be on this list. And in terms of the returns, I feel like the returns were handled alright. I just feel like the overarching story was pretty poor. But we're going to kick off with moment number 5, and we have got the most Poundland edition of Breaking Bad, but we have Breaking Fentanyl, we have Bottles, and Emilio beginning to cook fentanyl. Oh, don't touch that, amigo, you will die. Foreshadowing a potential death? Potentially, but I enjoyed these wee cooking sequences because it reminded me of Walt and Jesse.
Yeah, it was like a really, really poor version of Breaking Bad, but a version of Breaking Bad nonetheless. And I don't know if they were trying to pay homage, but you know what, screw it. I liked it, it was enough to get on the list for me.
You can say pay homage or whatever, but we've got to remember when you're cooking drugs or anything, you're going to dress up in the sort of stuff that in Breaking Bad they dress up as. It's not like they dress up and it's not like Walt and Jesse dressed up as like fucking kangaroos or something.
Yeah, we were missing an RV, to be honest. I want the goddamn RV.
Goggles. No, my name is Bottles. Goggles. Bottles. Dun-dun. And his bottle went. Coming in at moment number 4, we have got Creeper reveals the rat. You know what? This could have been higher up the list, but the fact that it was revealed on pretty much every trailer that we've seen so far for this season, I think that's why
it didn't hit home the effect it would have if this came as a surprise, you know. But
and also it's the fact it's Hank answering the phone.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, there's a fucking rat, and Hank's like, what? I can't hear you over my fucking boring ass, brother. So he walks down the steps. Yeah, there's just nothing else in this season for Hank. Apart from that wee storyline that he's got with his ma, she's in a nursing home, and yeah, that's basically all Hank's got this season. Oh, he's the guy that's dealing with Creeper. He's the guy that's dealing with him. You know what, right? I wish it was it. Well, could Gilly not deal with Creeper?
I completely honest, I just don't like Hank's character. I don't think the actor that plays him does anything extraordinary to make me care for him. I see a lot of people on Twitter always praising Hank and going, oh, that scene with his mum had me crying and all this stuff, and it's like, I must be watching a different show because I just don't feel anything for Hank. I think I've been pretty consistent when I say that I think Hank is the worst member of Santa Padre Charter. I would even put Riz above Hank, and I know he died relatively early in comparison. I think, and this ain't a video burying Hank, but that's my opinion on Hank.
That's his opinion on Hank, and you know what, I tend to agree. I feel like the thing with Hank, obviously we don't care about the characters, might not be sad, but there's just certain situations and shows and movies that are sad rather than like it's the characters that make them sad. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everyone knows like people who, I mean, I don't, what do you even call it, dementia or whatever, Parkinson's, whatever his mum's got, people deal with that in real life, so you can relate to it. But at the end of the day, like if Hank gets shot compared to like another character you fucking liked, you're not going to care as much compared to them. But with Hank, yeah, is that as far as the character's going to go this season? Probably. But
I would say if Hank died, it wouldn't even be a major death. But with that said, let's move on to number 3.
Moving on to number 3, we've got the return of Lincoln Potter. He kind of mumbles on about how he's drinking this milk, and you're thinking, is this going to lead anywhere? But there's a nice wee innuendo about here. I'm threatening you. Is that a threat, Mr. Potter? I'm from the Midwest. I don't believe in it. Anyway, though, yeah, I like Potter. The fact he's came back in episode 3 kind of tells me that he's going to be in. I would say he's probably going to be in about 3 more episodes.
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
I mean, there's a lot of hype that Adelita's probably going to kill him. I don't think Adelita's going to kill him. Personally, I feel like that boat's sailed. I feel like if Adelita was going to kill Potter, it probably would have a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, it would have been done by now.
Like when she confronted him at his house. And then like he confronts her at her house last season. Nothing really gets done about it. Anyway.
See, Potter kind of strikes me as one of those characters that just will not die.
Aye.
There's always like some of his slime or sneak his way. You know,
like a snake in the grass.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Talking of grass, we're at the beach, even though there's no grass at a beach. But with Angel and Easy, they're meeting Cole, and you know what? The scene wasn't the big greatest, but it's actually good just seeing Mayans meeting with people and talking business.
Let's get down to business.
It's like, see when they were sitting with the Iron War, or like there was the other ones, can't remember what they're called. It wasn't really business, it was more just the Mayans sitting there taking abuse off him. Here, you've actually got Easy and Angel, well, more or less Easy, saying to Cole here, we're the new pipeline, we'll make all the drugs you need and supply you. We're not taking no for an answer, we've put everything on the table here. And I enjoyed the scene, but again, with Cole, I feel like they've got this level of invincibility out in this guy, which I just don't really understand. But maybe it'll mean something a wee bit later on. Who knows? But coming in at number 1, we have got Diaz and Alvarez. I went on a complete rant in the Mayans MC discussion so far, Fed. Why did this scene last 2.5 minutes, but yet we're giving Letty and Hope like 15 minutes in the same episode? Can you tell me why?
Actually can't. I wish this lasted longer, but it didn't. I like Diaz. I think one big mistake, and we'll probably do videos like, biggest mistakes made in the show, but I do think Diaz should have had a more on-screen time. I really like Diaz. We got to see more of like Ramos and Kanchi, but I wish we could have seen more of Diaz while we're at it.
Exactly, and I don't see why we didn't, to be honest, but we didn't, and here it's like, would this not be a good time for like the offence of the 6-month time skip to be explained? Like, Diaz could talk to Alvarez about like certain points of what happened, and also like we said in the review, why not like can Piney, Clay, JT, etc. no get a mention here? Tig, damn it, Chibs, come on, Bobby, give us Bobby Elvis. But no, we didn't get any of that. But anyway, guys, that was your top 5 moments done. It was a lacklustre episode. It wasn't really that good, but you know what? I'm hoping episode 4 will be better. And yeah, let's get some deaths, man. I want to be sitting here talking about who gets shot. Oh, what happened there? Who's going to die? I don't feel like anybody's at fucking threat of dying, and we're in a quote-unquote war. So, who knows, troops? But anyway, leave your thoughts down below, and until next time, peace.